Hmm. Hello, guys. Who is on the line? Hello. What's up, my beautiful people? Welcome to my YouTube channel. Hi, wise lady. You're welcome. You're welcome to my YouTube channel. My name is Oma, and I'm glad to have you on my channel today. If this is your first time of coming across this channel, hello. If you've been an old subscriber, I truly appreciate you. Thank you for your support. How are you? You're welcome to it. If this is the first time of coming across this channel, hello. If you've been an old subscriber, I truly appreciate you. Thank you for your support. I do not take it for granted. You are welcome, guys. I love you guys a whole lot. And this is why I will not stop. I will not stop teaching all the things you have to do to help yourself and actualize your dreams. All right, to be better off on this earthly mission. Okay, this today's topic is gonna be two in one. If you are following me, if you're on my channel, if you're a member of Alma's family, Alma's vlog, and you've not known where you incarnated from, then I don't know. Thank you. And then I don't know what is holding you from grabbing that knowledge. I have taught you guys how to know where you came from using your date of birth. Although I explained to you guys that the timing also, matters. If you are giving birth to, if you we have 4 market days, all right. If you're giving birth to after 6 p.m., that means that it's no longer the other day, but it's the next day, because we use Igbo calendar to calculate these things. And this in Igbo, once the sun, we consider once the sun sets in a day, we consider it a fresh day. We consider that we've entered into a new day. We've entered into a fresh day. Okay, yes. So this is the reason when once it is past 6 p.m. on that very day, it means we've moved to the next day and it's no longer the particular day that we are talking about. Let me refresh your memory. After calculating this, calculating when you were giving birth to, if you are Ore, it means you are you are water element. Okay, if you are Afo, it means you are earth element. If you are Nkwo, it means you are air element. Okay, so if you are Eke, it means you are sun or fire element stroke energy. Okay, it means that these things will, what there are some things you have to use that suits that particular day to fasten up the process of whatever you are doing, to fasten it up for your prayers to be, answered almost immediately, because we know our own, just like the family you're giving birth to. If if you ask your father for school fees and your father says no, I don't have it, if your neighbor asks for it, will he go and give your neighbor when he has not settled you? No. A good father will settle his own family first before he starts helping outsiders. This is what, a good father, the real, the real father that God has given you the children to take care of, the way you are supposed to behave, even if you're a father or a mother. Before you give anybody anything, you have to satisfy your own children. If your children do not have school fees, you cannot say, okay, oh, my children stay at home, I will go and pay my neighbors. Oh no. Even where you are told to be my neighbors, be my brother's keeper, does not mean that you will deprive yourself. You will not take care of yourself. You go and take care of your neighbor. Then you will now die your neighbor will stay alive, or your own children will not go to school, and your neighbor's children will go to school. No. What you will do is that you will take care of your own children, and as well, if you still have the remaining one with you, go and take care of your neighbor, and everybody will be happy. This is the best way to handle it. Okay, so what brought me to this explanation right now is that the truth is that where you incarnate from, where you came from as a human being, matters a lot, because this is where your indiotu, that is your realms, are. Okay, now if at all you as a human being, you need something very urgently, you will talk to your people. If you have aligned yourself with your people, you will talk to your people that see, you understand that you need this kind of thing that should help you out. They will not go to another realm and go and help another person in another realm, leaving you that incarnated from there, and you are in good terms with them. This is it, all right? So today we have 4 elements of nature, but of course I will not teach all today. I will teach only water and earth today. Then another session, I'm going to teach the fire and the air, okay? But for today, I want to teach the fire, the water and the earth element. I want to tell you, if you have already known where you incarnated from, then how you can be able to know who is the source of your problem. If you want to know who is the source of your problem, and of course, after telling you the source of your problem, after you have seen the source of your problem, I will also teach you how to handle it. Because my own channel, like me, my own is not about telling you, showing you what your problem is. It's about also solving your problem. You need to know what's up with you. You need to know who is behind the problem. And you also need to do something about it. If what you have seen is someone who is very dead to you, then you will now know the next step to take. If you are going to continue, with the remedy I'm going to release in another session, or you will hold on. This is the reason I have to let you know. You will see the person by yourself. You will see the person after doing this. It's a very simple ritual. Very, very simple. You don't even need to, you don't need money to do this. Seriously, these are the things that you can get from your environment. All right? Yes. You don't need money to do this. Yes. So after this particular one, I also want to address something about that snail, because somebody was asking me, oh, I thought maybe once I see snail, my life will be stagnated. I will be sluggish in life. I will be delayed and all that. I will come to that. All right. Now, if you are water element, I want you to consider yourself a very rich personality. Hello, can I get hello in the house? If you are water element, I want you to walk with pride. If you are water element, I want you to know that you are super. You are great. I want you to know that the water elements only react when you've pushed them to the wall. You know water, they say that in million willow. Water does not have enemy. Water is calm. But do you know that when provoked, what I mean by provoked is when what I want to destroy, it can destroy the whole world. Do you know that? Hello, Francisca, welcome. So you have to be what? Take it easy and understand who you are. Someone now tell you, oh, you are 1 million, you are water element. Oh, I don't want to have anything to do with you. You tell the person, as I accept myself, because I know who I am. I love myself. I love me. Therefore, if you don't love me, that's your headache. That is your headache. All right? We all have where we incarnated from. That does not mean that another element cannot call you for spiritual work. That is what people don't understand. People will say, oh, I'm from water element and I have a spiritual calling. Oh, this, oh, that. Yes, you are water element, you have a spiritual calling. That does not mean it is only water that called you. Other elements, there can be 2 other elements joined together. But you will not leave your main incarnated, your main element of incarnation. You will not leave your main element of incarnation. While trying to satisfy your main element of incarnation, you should not neglect other elements. This is why I have to tell you this. You see, up and down is the same thing. You cannot count up without. This is why we say, when you are trying to find the hidden things under the ground, you will be able to discover up. Do you understand? Now, that is not all. They have connections. All these four elements have great connections because the Mother Earth, which is the earth, the soil you see today, is the carrier of water. Without the earth, where will the water stay? Where will water be? I hope you know that the water is still very deep. It's not just the one you are seeing, maybe the river you are seeing or the ocean you're seeing. I hope you understand that. I hope you understand that before you incarnate from the earth, you will pass through water. I hope you know that. Is it the air? Is it the air? The air itself is not eschewed in this matter. I want you to understand that human body is made up of water. The tears in our eyes, water. So even if you're not element of nature, your element of nature is not water. You can also ask for mercy, ask for favor using water. Don't exclude yourself entirely from it. Okay, let me not go too deeply into this, all right, because of time. Now, if you are water element and you want to know who is behind your predicament, who is behind your problem, all I need you to do is what? Go and get me sea water. I did not say sea salt. You know, we've talked about sea salt a lot. We've talked about sea salt a lot. So many people will just be like, mistake it for sea salt. No. Sea water. Get me sea water and honey. You know, water people, they love sweet things a lot. Sweet things a lot. You see Fanta, you see honey, you see sugar, you see natural. They love sweet things. Biscuits, chewing gum, all these ones. They love it. You want to know who is behind your predicament. You want to know who has made you to be crying every time. You will not know. You don't know where your problem is coming from. You've gone to east, west, north, and south. You've not found the problem to you've not known what is your problem, and you've not really gotten the solution. This one is not all about knowing your problem. It's about after the problem, we also talk about the solution. And when you do what I have told you to do, by the special grace of God, you will see that there will be great change in your life. When you get these two things together, what do you do with it? Very simple. In the night, you get that honey, mix it with the sea salt. Mix it with the sea salt, all right? Take some of it, drink some of it. When you are drinking it, you pray that you want to, as you are drinking this, you want to see, you want to know and see, you want all your body to be prepared spiritually for you to know and see the person that is behind your problem. This will also happen if you've gone to people that they are not telling you the truth. They told you that so person is your problem. At the end of the day, the person is not you can discover who your problem is by yourself using this avenue. Now, afterwards, you now use the remaining one and wash your face. Hi, welcome. You use it to wash your face. Wash your face with the water. As you're washing your face, you are telling yourself that you as a water element, that you know that you are water element. You incarnated from water. And you yourself, you want your spiritual eye to be opened for you to see who is behind your problem. You want to know that friend that is disguising himself or herself as that's your friend, that's your enemy that is disguising his or herself as a friend and deceiving you in your life. You want to know the person. You want to know who is behind your problem. You want to discover who is behind your problem. This is what you will say as you wash your face with it. After washing your face, that is all. Go to bed. Don't dry your face when you are done. Please remember, before you start, please don't urinate immediately before you start. And once you are done, Do not urinate. So you want to urinate and don't drink a lot of water. Please, I don't want urine around this ritual. It's a very simple ritual, but it is very effective. Do it. You wash your face, don't dry your face, just go and sleep. They will show you who is behind your problems in your dream. Anything you see, take it. Keep note of it. Keep track of it. Keep record of it. It will help you in the other ritual you are going to do for the person that is behind your problems to be affected while you watch the person. Since the person is going spiritual for you, I don't think there is any point sparing the person spiritually. Of course, I have to let you know, do not confront anybody. Not when you see it now in the dream, you say, hey, Ogechi. So you are the problem. You are my problem. So all this while I'm the one, I've been suffering. Even you have been the one. Oyo is your name, because even before you give out before you attack the person spiritually, the way the person has been attacking you, quietly, before you do anything to the person will attack you and kill you. Because the truth is that evil people do not want you to know that they are the ones behind your problem. It is best to see whatever you see. I did not say talk. Do not even tell in fact, anything you see, let your second hand not even know. Let your second ear not even. In fact, let the nearest person to you. Don't even let anybody know what is going on until you do what you have to do. You understand? Because the problem that many people have is their mouths put them into trouble. When you are planning to do something, keep it a secret, as in keep your mouth shut. You don't know whom you are telling. Maybe you just call your mother on phone and say, hey, mommy, this is the person that has been on my case since. I want her dead. I want this to happen to her. You don't know how your mother will still take it. You don't know the spirit that is passing when you are saying it. You don't know the evil spirit that is passing, that is saying it, that will carry it directly to the person that you have said, that you are talking about. You don't know how the thing will affect you. So it is best you keep what? Shut. Till you do what you have to do. All right? I said it today. Let me refresh your memory. Earth element today and water. Earth and water element today. Next session, we can talk about two other elements, the air and the fire. Okay? Yes. Now, I want you to know that you can do this ritual anytime that you know you can be alone. If you are sleeping on the same bed with your husband or with your wife and you want to do this ritual, please leave this ritual when you are alone. It gets why. Yeah, it's a thing of the spirit. You will not understand. Now, the second one is the earth. Very simple. You don't need to buy anything. Get your broom, the broom you've been using to sweep your home. But make sure you trace back to know that you have never shared your broom with anybody. You are not meant to share your broom with anybody. Your neighbor just packed in. Please, oh, hey, Mama Nkechi, can you help me with your broom? I've not bought broom. It's not wickedness. But don't give out your brooms. It gets why. I have said my own. It's wrong. Spiritually. Your broom is your personal and spiritual belonging. Only members of your family is allowed to use it. Now, get your broom, sweep out the debts you have in your room, in your house, entire house. Sweep it out. Okay? Pack it. Get white clothes. Get white clothes. that sand and put it inside that white cloth. Tie it up. Pray over that sand that you want all your enemies to be revealed to you in your dream, in the spirit. After you tie it, go and sleep. Put it under your pillow before you go to bed. Whatever you see, you accept it because that is your problem. Whatever you see, you accept it because that is your problem. Like I said, you discover what your problem is. Keep calm. Do not fight. Do not attack. Do not do anything you will regret. Let me tell you, when someone is attacking you and you just keep quiet, the person will assume that you are weak. They will assume that, oh, this one is a very weak one. In fact, she is Akara. This one is moi moi. Once I come to her or once I get him, it's a small case. I will just finish him or her. While you are there, planning for the next step to take spiritually, the person will be thinking that you are very weak and you cannot even do anything to him or her. Before you know it, you can strike. And this is why I tell you guys, when you are striking, you keep it secret. You don't do it in the open. Even spiritually, you also have to keep it secret. This is why you will not even mention the name of your problem or the name of your enemy when you are striking them back. When you want to retaliate, when you want to deal with them, you keep it as a secret. You don't let them know that this is the time for them to pay for all the troubles that they've put you through. This is it. For people that will ask me, can they have their bath? I hope you know that I've not mentioned that you should have your bath on this channel. So if you want to have your bath, you have your bath earlier before doing this ritual. Have your bath earlier before doing this ritual. Like if you have your bath by 6 p.m. and you go to bed by 8, 9 p.m. or 10 p.m., it's fine. But you don't just have your bath immediately and then you go ahead and do this ritual. No. Just do what? Have your bath earlier and go for this ritual. Okay, guys, this is it. Now, the next topic, the next thing I want to address is snail. People that talk about snail, many people have been, it's all about school of thought. It's a very wrong school of thought. Snail is not evil. Snail is not the problem. Just like we have human beings that are not fast in life. Their mates are faster than them in everything. This is exactly the way it is in snail. Just because snail moves slowly does not mean that snail is evil. Snail is not evil. Snail is actually wealth. But you don't know. Ignorance, they say, is a very big problem. If you're informed, you'll be transformed. Learn and grow spiritually. Snail, you see, is rich in wealth. In fact, in the olden days, when you see a snail in the dream, when you are sleeping, or when you see snail in the spirit, if you're a woman, you're always told that you should be expecting to get pregnant soon, or you are already pregnant. I don't understand this recent school of thought about snail causing your delays. Yes, you can use snail as a symbol because of its nature. You can use it to stand as a symbol of sluggishness. But snail is not evil. Snail does not mean that you have seen snail, does not mean that you are evil or that you are going to experience backwardness. Now, let me tell you, snail moves, it crawls, like it always moves very slowly. But does it move backward or forward? Think about it. Snail moves forward, but it is slow. This means that other animals can get to their destination faster than the snail. But that does not mean that the snail will not still get to its destination. The snail will still get to its destination with time. But that does not mean that it will not still get to its destination. Because as it crawls, it still crawls forward. It moves forward. It doesn't move backward. Now, will you tell me that we all as human beings, at some point in time, and it's in stages of, in our stage as a living human, there was a time we crawled. Sometimes they were telling you that some children, instead of crawling forward, they were crawling backward. And they told you that this child is evil. Some people actually said it. Wrong. Now, because a good percentage of children, babies, crawl, does it make them? It is nature. They will still pass that stage. They will walk. They will still pass the stage and still walk and do other things. They might even become faster. Some children do not even crawl at all. It is their nature. That doesn't mean that they are evil. That doesn't mean that they will not make it. Sometimes they even become better than those ones that crawled and passed through those series of stages of development, of growth in human. Snail is known for wealth. Snail is king. Snail is chief. You know, snail is wealth. People who see snails in their dreams are people who are special. People who see snails in their dreams as people who are meant to be rich. People who see snails in their dreams are people who are meant to be the head and not the tail. Other people are supposed to bow for them. Like when you see the king coming, you bow and greet your king. Next time you see you see yourself picking snails, both the big, the small, or coming, or even staying close to snail, or maybe around snail and all that. Just count yourself lucky, because good things will start happening to you from them. I have had good number of people, chat me up that they saw snails, but they are confused. They say snail is full of delays, but whenever they see snails, things actually tend to move very well for them. Life actually tends to be sweeter and better for them because of the presence of snail in their dreams. Snails are wonderful. Snails are amazing. signify, snail stands for Ezawu. If we want to talk about the spiritual knowledge of snail, Ezawu, the king of destiny helpers, destiny helping spirits, the king of it. It's a god of intelligence, protection, god of intelligence, god of protection is snail. It manifests itself in snails. It shows you that you have the spiritual calling and you need to do what you have to do so that your spiritual calling will not go in vain. People who are highly gifted are the ones that see snails in their dreams. I pick snails because I have Ezawu. I have Ezawu. I picked snails, but I'm not stagnant in life. I'm not even sluggish. I'm doing well for myself by the special grace of God. I'm contented with what I have. So, what makes you think that someone seeing snails? Okay, I will tell you a little something that happened. When I was younger, every time when I go to bed, I see snails. I see snails. So when I wake up, I will be directed towards where the snail is. So in physical realm, I actually pick that snail. The snails I've picked in the spirit while sleeping. I always pick it in the physical. But I wasn't seeing it as anything as at then. Because I didn't even know what it meant. I was just picking snails. And at the end of the day, after picking it, you know what I do? I pick both the edible ones and the non-edible ones, the ones you can even train and the ones you cannot train. I didn't even know. I was just picking snails. The way I was directed in the spirit, I always move to go and do it. At the end of the day, you see me, I'm not able to take care of the snails. I don't know how to raise the snails and all that. I just keep the snail. Before you know it, the snail will run away, will just crawl away. But I see snails. In fact, up till now, I still see snails. I still pick snails, and I'm not slow. I'm not stagnant. I'm not sluggish, and I'm not poor. I'm not poor now. So how can people tell you that when you see snails in your dream that you will become poor? You are going to be delayed. I am not delayed. So I don't even want to tell you about other people's experiences, but I want to tell you about my own personal experience. Evil things doesn't happen to me when I see snails. Rather, good things happen to me. I tell you, when I see snail, I get so much favor. I have favor. I'm always very favored. I'm always happy that I've picked snails. In the physical, you will see it manifesting that. What I have not gotten, I will keep getting it. People will be contacting me because I have seen snail. This is Ezawu. Now, if you have done what you have to do regarding this, it will work so much in your favor that you will start wondering, how you got to the stage. Ezawu. Very good and wealth-giving animal. Why don't you keep calm? The only thing that is affecting you is in your head. The only thing that is affecting you that you feel you are delayed in life whenever you see snail, it's because of the deceit that you are used to. They tell you that snail causes your delays. How does it sound? It is an animal. If it's going to cause you a delay, why would God create it in the first place? Does God want us to be delayed? Everything that God has created is to our own, is beautiful and for our own good. Why? It's not evil. If you actually know who you are, you won't be saying what you're saying. And you would take advantage of the fact that you see snails in your dreams. I'm serious. I'm serious. Stop saying that snails are for the snails will cause you a delay, because what you believe in have effects on you. If I believe that if I now see somebody as evil and the person comes to visit me, now anytime the person calls me, I already within myself, I am not sure, but I have fed myself and my spirit with that notion. I've fed myself and my spirit with that information that anytime I see this person is evil, this person has nothing to offer. Even though you know that this person might be a very good person and you don't know his or her, status spiritually, but you just don't like them, it will start working. Anytime you set your eyes on that person, you will have a bad day. If you see that person in the morning before you set out, you will have a bad day, because this is how you have programmed your mind. This is what you've channeled your mind to. This is what you have fed your spiritual life with. This is how you have fed up yourself, and your brain will start working towards it. Will start working hand in hand to what you believe in. Like the people the idol worshippers. I hope you know that when you make use of nature for your own good, it is different from idol worshipping. I hope you know that. Idol worshipping means that you are calling a lifeless thing your God. It's wrong. When you acknowledge that God is in existence, but God exists in nature, God exists in 4 elements of nature. It is different from someone who believes that God is not even in existence, but a wood, an iron, anything is their God. And they bow before that man made to be their God. I want you to reason it. I want you to think about it. So next time you see snail in your dreams, you embrace it. The only thing I want you to do is when you wake up, you take a glass of water and speak to the glass of water. Add sea salt inside that glass of water. Talk to the water. Tell water that whatever it is that comes with snail as well as success, that you are accepting it. And all the things you've seen, as you keep packing snails in your dream, that you will pack wealth, you will pack good things, that your doors will open and they will smile. This is what I want you to do. Rather than accusing an innocent snail. Do you even know that when you want to catch someone who is a thief, maybe a thief, an armed robber. You don't know a snail that you will use and do it and do the spiritual work. How can how can an animal that is evil catch such thing for you? Ask yourself that question. There are so many things, so many benefits of snail that people are not aware of. Stop accusing it innocent snail and their life will be better. Now, you can change your story. You can change your story. But it takes you, your mind, and what you've accepted for you to, change your school of thought, for things to start working for some of you. Because of what you've learned over the years, it's working against you, because this is how you have programmed your mind. You no longer want to see reasons. When God created us, He gave us brain. There is something that even I, Oma, would tell you. You will go and reason it and say, this is not true. Even though I know I hold you in high esteem, but I don't believe this. There is room for that. When you think about it, you say, oh, I don't believe this. I don't believe this. And you change, you know that you don't believe it. You do not believe it is that you do not believe it. Change your school of thought. When you see snail, note that snail has a message for you. It is an owl that is manifesting itself, that is showing you itself. It manifests itself through snail, so that you will know that this is the type of destiny helping spirits in your life. Ezawu, the king of destiny helpers. Now, some people would tell me that, oh, I have gone to for consultation. Oh, they've told me that I have a spiritual calling. Oh, how do I even know the kind of spiritual calling I have? Why won't you know the kind of spiritual calling you have? The best way to know the type of spiritual calling you have is through your dreams. Because any spirit that has called you, any element of nature that has called you called you to do a spiritual work, will manifest itself through animals. You will start seeing the animals. Sometimes you will just see the animals walking on its own, attacking other people, trying to attack you but not biting you, trying to bite you. Some energies too bite. They manifest themselves in animals and show you who they are through animals. This is why I say, if you see an animal in your dream, take notes and ask questions. Look very deep. There is a message that is being passed on. If it's time for your ancestors to, start doing something for you, they will come through your dreams, because they want you to acknowledge them. They want you to recognize them, so that they will open your way. They usually come through your dreams. Spiritual calling is not something you joke around with. These energies are everywhere. They show themselves. They show you who they are. You feel them in the spirit that is in your dream. You see them. They cannot come out and show you that they are spirits, because they understand that we are humans. Some of us are very scared. They cannot even stand it. So they come in form of lions, pythons, snakes, masquerades. Whenever you see masquerade, you may notice that your ndi cheer, that is your ancestors, are they really want something from you to give you something. They are holding your own and they want to release it to you. You know, they can manifest themselves in any type of animal. When you see that animal, you ask questions to know the energy that is coming with that particular animal. If you don't know, you ask questions. This is how you feed up yourself spiritually. You grow spiritually. You understand? You attain a particular height spiritually. And then I see people that complain, oh, I don't know, I always fly. It looks like I've turned to a witch. Oh, I'm no longer, every time I'll see myself, flying in the dream and I'm scared. Oh, I'm that. Mm-mm. It is the energy that you're working with. Sometimes you might be from the air element, and or you can be from the fire elements, fire energy. They also fly. They also fly in the spirit. But there are people who are very high spiritually. They use it as a protective measure. There are some energies that protect them. Whenever the evil ones want to attack them, they are being protected. Some people, I have seen a lady that came to me and told me that she flies with a sword on her hand. She has a very high, gravity of protection in the spirit, high protective velocity in the spirit. She is. You cannot hurt her. That energy is protecting her. It's protecting her spirit. And you cannot hurt her in the spirit. She is that strong. There are people that no matter how many times you try, you cannot get them spiritually because of the energies surrounding them. Imagine that type of lady. Now, she told me that she has done a lot of things about herself and her spirituality. That she wants to start from this stage with me because she just got to know about my channel. I told her there is no problem. We take it from there. If you want to know that there is a difference between that the witches, you are a witch. There is a difference that you are a witch. You are a witch, you are the one attacking people. You fly and visit people, fly to people's houses to go and attack them, to go and kill them. Not that you are the enemies are attacking you. If the enemies are attacking you and you are protecting yourself by flying, by holding a sword, by holding a protective anything, protective gadgets. By holding it, it doesn't make you evil. It makes you a good one. It makes you a good spirit that has, a backup, that is protected, that is guided. It doesn't make you evil. At least you didn't see yourself flying and going to people to cause havoc, to cause troubles for them, to bring problems for them. Rather, you are seeing yourself when the enemy wants to strike, you return it back to the sender immediately, and the person will be the one to bear the problem. It's a different thing altogether. Let's not be deceived. Let's learn to, do these things the right way. Let's get the right message so that our life will be beautiful. Many people today, and I want you to stop complaining about what is happening to you and start looking for solution. Yes, it's happening to you because you're a human being. We all are human beings. We all have a lot bothering us. You don't bring your own and start disturbing others with it. Look for the solution to the problem. The problem is already there. What you should be looking for is how to tackle the problem, how to solve it, and not to start complaining about your problems. If you want to talk about problem, millions of people have problems. In fact, when they start complaining to you about theirs, it's even bigger than yours. You will just go and say, oh, my God loves me. Oh. Omo, let me go and hide. Let me just go and hide. It looks like my own problem is still learning work where all these ones are. But there are people that passed through it and came out victorious. They came out even stronger. They came out even healthier. They came out wealthier. They came out to become the source of joy to others. They came out to be a solution provider to others. They came out so that other people will receive strength from them. Other people that became people's strength, that became the mouthpiece of others, that became the voice of the world. Why do you think your own case is different? Your own case is not different. The only difference, the only thing that is your problem, it's you and the way you think. Now you feel that the world, all the world, it looks like the world has rejected you. It looks like everything is on your head. It looks like your life is in shambles. It looks like your world is dead already. I want you to start seeing yourself from different dimension. That is the first step to victory. Accepting who you are and what is happening to you. And then telling yourself that you will not rest until you solve your problems. Leave complain. No. Nobody has made it through complain. You'll be complaining from now to tomorrow. Nobody will still help you. It is only you that can change that. I want you to understand that you are special. You're very special. We all are. Nobody should talk down on you. Nobody will talk down on you except to give the person the permission to do that. You don't need to allow anybody to threaten you because the person is not even God in the first place. If I be with you, who can be against you? No one. I want you to understand how special you are, how unique you are, and start working towards that to help yourself, to build a spiritual life, to be better, to be greater in everything that you are doing. You're told that your mother did this in the past, your father did this in the past, and you are capitalizing on that. Because of that, you have refused to grow. Let me tell you, at the end of the day, life is behead. I am a mother today to my children, but in the other side, no, I will run my race differently. My children will run theirs differently. You understand? Exactly the same thing is applicable to all the humans that lives on earth. That is life. Stop allowing people to talk down on you, to make you dwell so much in your past. Some people, when they do consultation, you tell them what happened 15 years ago. They will start crying. Hey, it's the fault of this person, the other one. I know. We're not talking about whose fault is it. The deed has been done. Do your appeasal, do the work you have to do your cleansing and all that. Then move on. Let the spirit, the energy that is obstructing your blessings move away from from the road for you. If the energy is out of your way, you make it, you become okay, you become fine, ask for forgiveness, and move on. Life goes on. This place we are all travelers. This is not our permanent home. I want you to understand it's life. It's life. In 100 years to come, you will maybe the faces of the people you're seeing, you're not gonna see them. In less than 100, in 100, in 150, in and all that. Even the baby you're seeing today. Not even how many people get to 150 years now? Even my sister, my brother. Let's stop all these blames. Stop apportioning blames. It's your brother that didn't help you to become somebody in life, your sister. The only thing, the only retaliation you have to give to him is to be better. Make yourself better. And he will see that he's not your God. In fact, it is when some people cut you off that you will start doing better in life. If you know what I mean. You know. Okay, guys. It's becoming a long session. So we have to, you know, call it a day. Thank you very much, guys. I love you all. Thank you so much, all right, for being with me on this live session. See you guys in my next one. God bless you all. Bye.